Hi guys, Fuzz here, welcome back to our walkthrough for Final Fantasy VIII, and we finished off in the last episode having visited the Tomb of the Unknown King and actually upgrading a couple of our party's weapons to their ultimate weapons, so that's all very exciting, and I'm looking forward to trying those out in battle and putting them into action. So, as always guys, if you want to just support me, then do go ahead and hit that like button on YouTube and post a comment as well, letting me know if you're playing along and if my walkthrough has been helpful to you. I hope that it has. Or if you're just sitting back and enjoying the show, either is fine for me. I'm certainly enjoying this Let's Play of Final Fantasy VIII. So hopefully you've remembered the number that was written on the sword in the Tomb of the Unknown King, since that is effectively going to be the password for Caraway's guard here outside of his residence. So we're going to select that we're ready to answer, and we need to enter the number, and we need to enter it in reverse order. So my number was 84, so I'm going to enter 480 in that order. And he's happy with that response. I mean, I'm glad, to be honest. If he wasn't, I don't know what we'd do, because that was the answer that the sword had. So, anyway, at that point, he will let you in. If for whatever reason you did forget what number it was, it's a little bit annoying, but you can just backtrack to the tomb, and then you can find the sword in its place just at the entrance to that dungeon. So you haven't got to go off for the dungeon or anything. So now we're going to have a selection of scenes. So Renoa seems to have some kind of history with this place, but we don't know what yet. So we're just going to head on into the actual mansion itself. And we can see that Irvine's made himself at home already. And first thing we need to do is just head over and speak to Renoa. Okay, so Renoa is actually a resident of this house. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so if you had Renoa in your group, as I did, you're just going to be asked to reform here. We'll put Selfie in for now. Obviously, Renoa is not an option. Don't worry about sorting out your junctions at the moment. We're literally just setting a party up to go through some story stuff. But we'll have the option to sort our teams out before we do any actual battles. For now, it's just going to involve following this guy, General Caraway, around the place, and he's going to go through the plan for us, what it is that he wants us to do and how we're going to do it. And it's going to involve just walking around the city while he explains everything to us. On perhaps our most exciting mission yet, assassinating the sorceress Adia. Don't worry if this all sounds a little bit confusing. The game pretty much is fairly linear when we actually go to do this mission. Just in case you didn't know how to turn left. Thank you for that instruction, General. This guy's mad. Okay, well, we've got our orders. Okay, so we're free once again to explore the city. So if you want to do any final changes or make any final preparations, you're free to do so now. Which includes sorting out your items, your weapons, etc, etc. You can also do some card battling stuff, if that's your thing at the moment. But otherwise, when you're done, we can just head back to the mansion. And I think I've pretty much done everything that I want to do. You sometimes have to wonder if Zhao has the maturity to be a seed member, don't you? Okay, so what's his face? The guy with the gunblade, Squall, and Irvine have formed the sniper team, and the three of us have formed the assault team. You know, just should things fail, etc. But we're now actually in control of Quistis for the first time, and there's not much we can do. Still don't bother messing about with junctions, there's no point at the minute. What we'll try and do is open this door, and that will trigger a scene. I think that's one of the rarest times, the rare occasions where we've seen Quistis lose her cool a little bit. She's normally quite level-headed. So for the time being, the run command is disabled. We're again controlling Squall and Irvine. And we just need to follow... we can run again now. Just need to follow the general here, as he leads the way for us. See if we can grab this draw point. Bit of Thunder Hour action. Don't know why I gave it to Irvine. And here we need to speak to the general. And we need to follow him again. Oh, just had to pause the game for a moment then while I sneeze a little bit. But eventually the general will bring you to this area. And this is it now, the mission is officially beginning. So now Quistis is regretting some of the things she said earlier. I don't think she should be concerned about Renault at this particular stage of the evening, since the mission has now begun. So we're going to take a small detour now and head back to the mansion. And how's that draw point back already? Anyway, don't mess around with your junctions at this point. There's still no meaning to do so, in all honesty. Come on, Quistis. Work your way through the people. And just save again. Be on the safe side. There's a lot of stories to have to repeat if the game crashed or something. And the door's about to lock shut. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. And we're now taking control of Renoa. You might want to throw some junctions on her at some point. But to be honest, Renoa already has junctions, I believe, for my group. Let's just boost some of her stats up a little bit. Spirit, which is magic defense. Don't forget, strength is your physical attack, vitality is your physical defense, magic is your magic damage, and spirit is your magical defense. So some good stuff. Let me just see what ability she's got very briefly. Right then, so, did I save my game? I can't remember. Right, but we'll need to go to the boxes here, but before we do, we're just going to take a slight detour to grab an optional item or an extra item, the Weapons Monthly May Edition. And we're just going to head down through the manhole cover into the sewers here and head over to the west. And we just have to keep going west. And eventually we'll see it lying on the ground. There it is. And with that in our pocket, we're just going to head all the way back now. There is a chance of encounters, which is the reason I told you to make sure that Renoa is junctioned. And now we need to start climbing the boxes. You just have to use your talk button or confirm button or whatever it is you want to call it in order to do the actual climbing. And it is a linear path, so we'll just follow it round. You just need to walk forward with Renoa here, and the sorceress is not exactly brimming with gratitude, is she? I wonder what they're looking at, because I can't actually see them from that angle. And the people are still clapping. Is it natural to pass off gas like that once the sorceress has attacked you? I guess so. Okay, so we're with Quistis again now, and they've managed to get themselves locked into the mansion here, but fortunately, and perhaps somewhat cliched, there is a secret exit. So the first thing that we need to do is examine the... We don't want to examine that just yet. We want to examine the glasses first of all. Quistis picks up a glass. We have to do it in this order or nothing will happen, and then we can examine the statue. And look at that, there's the secret passageway. And we are going to have a short trek through an area here where there could be encounters, so you might want to just sort out your junctions and just switch them around. If you go to switch here, junction exchange, doesn't take too long. But this is the first time we've really needed to do so, although one of these now should have the no encounters, which means that it should be sorted for us anyway. But I'll tell you what guys, since it's a save point here, I'm going to take a bit of a break now and finish off with the episode. So next time, come back and join me as we look at saving Rinoa from the evil clutches of the sorceress, Edea, who's just butchered the president. And we're going to see what Irvine and Squall are up to. Squall's been a bit cold, isn't he, not wanting to help Rinoa for the sake of the mission. But we'll find out what's going down there next time, so please do come back and join me. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to be kept up to date with new episodes as they come out. Thanks for joining me guys, and I'll see you soon as we pick up with more Final Fantasy VIII. We're actually getting very, very close now to the end of Disc 1. So see you soon.